Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're stepping onto the ice to revisit a moment of Scottish sporting glory at the 1924 Winter Olympics. From the 28th to the 30th of January 1924, at the inaugural Winter Olympic Games in Chamonix, France, a group of Scotsmen made history by securing the first ever Olympic gold medal in curling. Representing Great Britain, the Scottish team showcased their mastery of the ancient sport, dominating the competition and claiming a victory that remains legendary in the annals of both Scottish and Olympic history. The 1924 Winter Olympics in Chamonix were groundbreaking, marking the first official games dedicated to winter sports. Until then, winter disciplines had occasionally been part of the Summer Olympics, but the growing popularity of events like skiing, ice hockey, and of course curling led to the creation of a dedicated Winter Games. These Olympics were initially known as the International Winter Sports Week, but they were later recognised retroactively by the International Olympic Committee (IOC) as the first official Winter Olympic Games. Among the sports featured was curling, a game with deep Scottish roots. Dating back to at least the 16th century, curling originated on the frozen lochs of Scotland. By the 19th century, it had spread internationally, but it remained a sport that was synonymous with Scotland, with the Royal Caledonian Curling Club, founded in 1838, acting as the sport's governing body. The British curling team at the 1924 Games consisted entirely of Scottish players hailing from various clubs across the country. The team was led by Captain Willie Jackson, a veteran curler with a keen strategic mind. His teammates included Robin Welsh, Tom Murray, and Lawrence Jackson, Willie's son, all of whom had honed their skills in the icy rinks of Scotland. The tournament itself was a relatively small affair compared to modern Olympic competitions. Only 3 teams took part: Great Britain, Sweden, and France. The Scots quickly established their dominance facing Sweden in their opening match on the 28th of January. It was a resounding victory, with the British team winning 38-7, an astonishing margin that underscored their expertise. 2 days later, on the 30th of January, the British team took on France. Once again, they displayed their superior skill and precision, defeating the French team 46-4. This decisive win secured the gold medal, making the Scottish curlers the first Olympic champions in the sport. At the time, curling was considered a demonstration sport rather than a full Olympic event, and it wasn't until decades later that the team's victory received the full recognition it deserved. The sport was not included in subsequent Winter Olympics for many years, leading to some confusion over the status of the 1924 tournament. However, in 2006, the International Olympic Committee officially confirmed that curling at the 1924 Games had indeed been a full Olympic event, ensuring that Willie Jackson and his team were rightfully acknowledged as Olympic gold medalists. Scotland's triumph in 1924 laid the foundation for curling's future on the world stage. While the sport disappeared from the Olympic programme after the Chamonix Games, it made a triumphant return as a full medal event at the 1998 Nagano Olympics. Since then, Scotland has continued to play a vital role in curling's development, with Scottish-born athletes frequently competing for Team GB and achieving remarkable success. Perhaps the most famous echo of the 1924 victory came in 2002, when Rhona Martin led the Great Britain women's curling team, comprising several Scots, to a dramatic gold medal win at the Salt Lake City Olympics. The moment, often referred to as the Stone of Destiny, was a proud continuation of Scotland's curling legacy. As we look back on the events of January 1924, we celebrate not just a victory in sport, but a moment of national pride for Scotland. Willie Jackson and his team carved their names in Olympic history, and their achievement remains an inspiration for Scottish athletes today. That's all for today's episode of This Day in Scottish History. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for joining me, Colin MacDonald, as we honour Scotland's great Olympic curlers. Haste you back tomorrow for more tales from Scotland's past.